Okay, so this is my assignment for, I can't remember which one, it's in Module 4, which is all about reading instruction. And this module was about high quality instructional materials.
Woohoo!
Which we don't really have control over.
Nope.
But this assignment, I had to create a text set, and I could pick the topic, I could pick the grade level, everything. So because we have a class of mixed levels, I couldn't really pick I didn't want to pick like a science unit or anything.
Like a specific subject.
I wanted to pick something that was universal to everyone. So our school does the PBIS program, and we have 4 main character traits that we promote, and there's incentives and there's rewards and stuff when students are caught doing any of those traits. So they're kindness, safety, respect, and responsibility. So I decided to make my text set based off of that. And I organized it the best way I knew how by character trait. And then I have 2 to 3 resources per approximate reading level.
Okay.
And one thing I learned was that, you want a variety of types of text to keep kids interested. You need to be supporting learners who need to hear things read aloud. You need nonfiction, you need fiction, you need all different levels, of course. I even used one of the resources that we've been using, the online story read alouds, which are really great. So these were all my resources, and I'm still kind of summarizing a lot of them because it's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Especially because it's 4 different subjects.
I'm going to have about 30 resources when it's done. I'm actually going to give it to our PBIS coordinator.
Good idea.
Because she could maybe use it on the morning announcements as they go through each thing. So I guess my question for you is, it's like when you're looking for resources to supplement kids, where do you go? Like, how do you know if what you're using is, how do you make those decisions, I guess?
I think I kind of just base, especially with the kids that are a little bit lower, I kind of find things that they're interested in.
Yeah.
So we have one kiddo that's obsessed with Daniel Tiger, so I will find anything Daniel Tiger related because
that's a
all
good
of a sudden,
idea.
She counts.
That would actually fit in this text set.
And so just looking at that type of stuff, I feel like is more motivating for them. Or if I know a kid likes to color, a lot of color by number things, if it's math or sight words or whatever it is. Or the kids that like to make things.
For kids that like bugs.
Yes.
Or animals.
Yes.
Because all these kids are different.
Yes.
Somebody's looking.
I knew it! Ah!
Here, we're going to pause. Hold on.
How did you know? I guess.
Pause. Really? Okay, restart. Announcement.
Good morning, boys and girls. We are going to do our announcement on the intercom.
We're just going to keep going because we need to finish this.
Here we go.
And you're going to hear the Pledge of Allegiance.
After announcement,
So,
you can come up for your
oh yeah,
birthday
so you go by what kids are interested in. I also think that fun videos are good ways to introduce a concept. Even though it's not actual text, it's like that, they get that language processing. Because we have kids that do not comprehend actual text. So you have, so I think I am going to include, I found a few TED Talks that are by youth that talk about these things. And then there's this character called Kid President that I think is really funny. And I think that's a good way to bring comprehension into it.
Even if you do how we have one kiddo present things. The other kids seem to actually like that and pay attention more to that kid versus when we try to teach.
That's true. Maybe we need to do this. Anyways, but I do think that one thing that is hard is knowing the level of the text. But this module gave me some tools where you can type in a chunk of the text and it'll analyze it. Where you can do a word count and syllables and it'll measure the difficulty and the readability.
So then you're hitting standards on top of it.
Yeah, and you're making sure you're not giving somebody something too easy or too hard.
Yeah.
And also a lot of this would have to be read aloud to our group, which would be a way to scaffold it to them. And we would probably have to do a lot of like reading a little bit and stopping.
Yeah.
Reading a little bit and stopping, that sort of thing. So I'm actually excited to see how this turned out. At first I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this and study for my praxis, but it actually is kind of helpful.
I feel like once you like talked through yesterday, it like clicked. Like you were like, oh, I could do
I was
this.
like, what am I going to do? Yeah. But I think too that like this is something that I feel like all the scripted curriculum has taken away like this kind of creativity that is really fun, and it lets me bring like something that I'm bringing like a little part of me into this, just like you would. So I feel like, you know, this should be encouraged more instead of just like reading your teacher edition.
Yeah, I agree.
So anyways, I liked this, and that's it. Happy Friday. Sorry for the announcements and the other interruptions.